Good day, good day, good day. My name is Howard Martell, and we're going to demonstrate a quick little video that's going to show you how to save money the bucket strategy. I hope you enjoy.
An easy way to visualize how to allocate your savings is known as the bucket strategy. And to demonstrate this, we have three buckets here, which represent three categories in which we hold our money, symbolized by these golf balls. Now, first here, we have the green bucket, which represents your liquid assets, things like a checking account, a savings account, money market fund, which earns somewhere around 1% if you're lucky. The point with the green bucket is not growth. The main feature of that green bucket is liquidity. This is where your rainy day fund lives. Typically, that's 3 to 6 months worth of income that can be accessed immediately in case of an emergency. Next, we have our blue bucket, and this is our safe and secure bucket, with the main goal being protection with modest growth. Now, in this bucket, you will have things like your bonds, your cash value life insurance, your indexed annuities, things like that. Now, the point here is that these are funds that are growing at a steady, consistent rate, but very importantly, are at a near zero risk of loss. This bucket should be earning somewhere from 4 to 8%. Nothing super exciting, but slow, steady growth. That is our goal here with the blue bucket. And then there's the red bucket, and this represents your money in the market. This is where you have your stocks, your mutual fund, 401k, your IRA, right? Now, when the market's doing well, the red bucket has unlimited potential. But if the market does poorly, you could lose it just as fast as you got it. So how much should you keep in each bucket? Well, as we mentioned, rule of thumb for what you should keep liquid, or in our green bucket, is 3 to 6 months of income. Now, once we have that, we set that aside. So now, how do we allocate the rest of our savings between our blue and our red buckets? We use what is called the rule of 100, which states that whatever your age is, that should be the percentage of your money that you should have in this blue bucket. So, for example, if you're 25 years old, then 25% of your money is in the blue bucket, and the remainder can go in the red bucket. Now, the idea is you're young, you should be trying to capture the upside of the market and can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. When the market inevitably goes down, you will have plenty of time to make up for those losses. Now, on the flip side, if you're 55 years old and you still have the vast majority of your funds in this red bucket, you are in a very risky situation over here. One bad year can wipe out a huge portion of your savings for retirement. So the rule of 100 teaches us that as we get older, we allocate more over here into the blue bucket, so that a majority of our money is safe and secure. And there you have it, the bucket strategy, a straightforward yet powerful approach to managing your retirement savings. By dividing your assets into the green, blue, and red buckets, you're not just preparing for the unexpected, you're also building a foundation for a retirement that is as secure as it is fulfilling.
I want you to listen to this now.
Life insurance that keeps you alive. 32 years old, diagnosed with breast cancer. She goes through 2 years of chemotherapy and radiation. Nothing works, absolutely nothing. In her 2 years of chemo and radiation, she completely exhausts her $2 million health insurance coverage, so they cancel her health insurance. So now she has no more health insurance. She still has breast cancer. The doctor walks in and he said, I can't treat you anymore because the hospital won't let me. You don't have insurance. He said, besides that, we've tried everything under the sun. Nothing really works. He said, at my best guess, you have less than 6 months to live. So you need to get your affairs in order. And she's like, 6 months? Are you crazy? I'm 32 years old. Aren't there experimental treatments? Is there anything we can do? He said, there's lots of experimental treatments, but they cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and you don't have any money. He said, I'm so sorry, but you really need to get your affairs in order. She drove home from that appointment, and the first phone call she made was to our agent. And she said, I just found out I'm going to die in the next 6 months. I've got a $250,000 life insurance policy with you and your company. I got to know for sure it's going to pay off because I have a 6-year-old daughter. I got to know she's going to get that money. And our agent said, well, wait a minute. Don't you remember we have living benefits? You don't have to wait till you die. We can get the money tomorrow. You can take a trip around the world with your daughter before you pass away, or you could set it up in an estate or a trust. Do whatever you want to do. Instead of doing those things, what she did is she took $125,000 out of that $250,000 life insurance policy, and she paid for an experimental treatment. She is still alive today, completely cancer-free.
Now that was an incredible testimony, wasn't it? Now, if you want to know more about why I'm showing you this, I'm working with an incredible company that will help you. We're in all 50 states. We have a virtual 101, Money 101 happening. Learn how to achieve your pot of gold March 30th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. by Five Rings Financial, by my executive vice president and mentor on the Brinkman team here in Virginia Beach. Now, doesn't mean that Heather's going to be the presenter. We have multiple presenters across the country that will be doing this, but this gives you a great overview of growing and protecting the money. Doesn't have to be complicated. Join us for an informative, entertaining virtual presentation that takes all the mystery out of growing and preserving your wealth. Wherever you are in the financial journey, you will find something of significant value in this education-based presentation. This event has changed the financial directions of hundreds of thousands of people all across life, including me and my family, to include teachers, accountants, truck drivers, realtors, stay-at-home moms, CEOs, military, bankers, farmers, attorneys, airline pilots, police, firefighters, any of those risky professions. You know that they are on the front lines every single day protecting us, running into the fires, running into chaos, the police officers. And they have a high level of stress, high level of chances of getting cancers, especially the firefighters and stuff, because they're going into those fires. So this is, and the great part here, I love this. You never have to risk money to get great returns. That's why I have me as a client, me and my wife as a client, we sleep well at night. So this is our invite on March 30th. Now, we've got other events coming up soon, so just hold on a second. We are also that same day. You want to know how you can work with this incredible company. It's called Five Rings Financial right here. Boom. Here's Heather right here next to the Five Rings Financial. She's in the white right here. Here's the person that brought me, Angie Ritter, a few years back, brought me in as a client to get our finances straight. This is Scott Brinkman, Heather's husband, one of our great presenters nationally. Over here in the pink is Sandra. Heather's in the middle there next to the Sandra, and some other great leaders within the company. Now, we have a large organization, but this will give you an overview of how anyone who is exploring opportunity of being part of the Five Rings family to learn more, and possibly be an advocate or an agent. I'm an advocate. Our virtual doors open up 5 minutes to start, and the times is multiple dates. So you can go here to check availability, and it'll tell you, hey, you can get tickets, right? And you choose the option. So let's go back here. Now, that's a little bit about that. Now, for those in the 757 area, Wine, Women, and Wealth is a great place for you to network. Now, you only can see there's only a few tickets left. This thing sells out every time. It's a great place where you, women, can network and supporting each other in business and their relationship with money. They believe in educating women makes great decisions with money, part networking, part financial education, part girls' night out. So definitely share that out. But we've got even more. We've got the kitten and caboodle. Now, we also have Angie Ritter's also doing Mommy and Me. You can look her up on Eventbrite or look her up. Her information's there too. And we've got a live Money 101. That's right, live by the Brinkman Group. Money 101 will introduce you to the 7-time proven financial tools. You just saw some of those. And at the end, that video was our president and CEO, Mr. Wills. Guy has been helping families for over 42 years. And as it says before, it's an educational approach. And then after, hey, you get a buffet dinner complimentary from the Five Rings, but you do have to reserve your spot. That's Thursday, April 23rd, 6:30. Just click on the reserve button right there. Now, I want to make sure families are prepared across the globe. So, with that being said, in the descriptions, there'll also be information there. So definitely get connected. We'd love to have you in our 757 area. But like I said, there's agents across all 50 states. But My mentor, Heather, has multiple abilities to be able to do Zooms and other things to be able to reach for the user, see how we can set up a plan to help you and your family, just like that one family and that example of one of our providers of those great living benefits Alliance Group, who got to speak a few weeks ago at our regional event here in Virginia Beach. Um, we're all about love, purpose, and educating the middle class and underserved communities. Think of us as we're the Merrill Lynches, but see, we don't treat you like Merrill Lynch. We treat you like family. That's right. With that being said, definitely check out. Also, if you want to know more about our group, I will give you some information. So just hold on a second. Closing. Just have to find it. I've got so many links that sometimes they get caught up in the chaos. Here we go. You can go here to this link right here. Right here. You want to know more about living benefits? It's a valuable financial tool that only protects loved ones in the event of death, but also provides safety net. This was provided to you. You can go here and get more information. You go to services. You can go to the About. There's blogs. You can contact and set up a consult if you want to, and definitely watch this video here. This is actually living benefits video that has helped a lot of people. I think it was like in this video, it was like $1.3 million paid out to all these people because of living benefits. With that being said, take care, and I hope to see you at one of our live events. My name is Howard Martell, broadcasting here from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Please share out with anybody that you feel that could definitely use this information.